Good evening, everybody.
Welcome back
Wow.
to another episode of the Market Take.
You might
I
be
got
wondering.
a bit of a cold today.
That's
I was
why he's
all
got an
quiet
ice
on
pack on his
Saturday.
forehead.
Sunday, I got the itchy throat. I said, geez. Well, it's our first episode back in the U.S.
It
It's our
is.
first live episode in probably 3-4 weeks.
I think my light just went out. Anyways, yeah, things are going smooth, as you can see right off the bat already. We're gonna wait just a couple seconds to let people trickle in. We got a lot to uncover.
Look at
Guys,
Tron just going, huh?
just okay, just a uneventful just an eventful couple weeks period. But yeah, let's get into it, Art, shall we?
Yep.
All right, guys, we're on
Government
day.
shutdown, Brent.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The government shutdown. Congratulations, guys. Bravo, you guys beat the record. You guys have stayed in shutdown mode for over 41 days, beating the previous record of 35 days. Bravo.
41 days.
I did see some people get their EBT and stamp, though.
Yeah, that's back in effect.
TikTok is all a rage of all these people posting how much food they got with their stamps. Just seeing pantries overfilled to the brim.
Man. I mean, so yeah, I mean, basically, guys, if you don't know what's going on, we are on the horizon of ending the shutdown. The government's going to open back up. It's looking like the bill has gone to Senate. It looks like they're sign off on it. We just need the president to eventually, then it goes to the House, and the president needs to sign off on it to open the government back up. When in the week is it going to be done? Who knows? You know, people are saying tonight, people are saying midweek, people are saying Friday. But you know, it was starting to get a little grim, especially with the air traffic control situation. And let me tell you, like, flights were getting canceled.
We came home right on time.
Flights are getting delayed. Delta came out with a statement. They were like, they made a statement saying they're only going to prioritize international flights. And then and then after that, it would then the second priority would be flights that go into major Delta hubs domestically, and then the ones that are like for sure going to get canceled were like connection flights or like super short flights or stuff like that. But yeah, and then Trump even made a post screaming at the air traffic controller saying, "Get back to work now." And if you don't, he goes, "If you don't, you're going to be docked." And then he's like, "And then you're going to get a bad mark on your record, at least in my eyes." And he's like, "And then the ones that stayed that continue to work without pay, I'm recommending a $10,000 bonus."
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, dude,
This guy wants to give a lot of money away again all of a sudden.
He loves giving money away. What would you do in that situation? If you're an air traffic controller, you weren't getting paid, would you do it for the love of the game? For the people? Or would
if
you
I'm guaranteed a 10K bonus, I'll take it.
Yeah, but
I mean, they get back paid.
They do get back paid, yeah.
If there's a bonus, I'm taking it. If not, I'm going home.
Yeah. The major rift in the shutdown was like had a lot of it had to do with like healthcare. And some other little nuanced things. They agreed to vote on it again in December and kind of just like go forward with this process to reopen the government, but they agreed to revisit healthcare tax. Like they want, the main thing the Democrats want is certain like healthcare tax credits. essentially kind of making healthcare cheaper in a sense. I want to say, but yeah, they agreed to vote back on that in December. That was like the main thing that was holding this whole thing back, believe it or not.
Mm.
But yeah.
Speaking of giving money away,
Mhm.
Austin beat us to the punch in the chat. Trump with the 2K tariff stimmies. I hate everything about this
Why?
because the whole reason he made tariffs was to make the country money and pay off the country's debt. If you're just going to give it right back to the people, you're not doing anything for inflation. You're not doing anything to pay the debt back.
Well, according to Trump, he's saying millions is flowing in from the tariffs, and they got money to spend.
Well, buddy, spend it, pay down that debt first, because I haven't seen that clock
I don't
move
care.
back a second.
I don't care about. If we're going to be honest, man, we're probably not going to be alive by the time that dent is cut by a third.
You're probably right.
To be honest, Trump is also saying inflation's only going to be 1.5% by the end of the year. He's making some crazy claims.
He's saying, what about 1.5%?
Inflation.
By the end of the year?
Mm-hmm.
What is he drinking cough medicine?
I don't know. Yeah, but apparently he says that trillions are coming in. But the timing's funny because like he said this like a couple days after like the Supreme Court was basically like pushing back really hard on the tariffs. And then, he comes out and saying this. So I don't know if it's just a charade or not. But yeah, Supreme Court's basically saying it's illegal. But we'll see. I mean, they're gonna fight it and appeal it and fight it and appeal it till one or the other's blue in the face.
I don't even qualify for it anyway. But Austin said, people can't manage their free money. Yeah, that kind of goes off that. I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago when we were talking about what happened with COVID, all the stimmy money that went out, but then all of a sudden everyone had money, and then all of a sudden the U.S. is in the biggest credit card debt it's ever had. But then you look at the earnings of the top companies; their earnings are better than ever before because people just went out and spent all that money at all the big companies, and the money just went right back up to the top for the smart money.
Yeah, that's right. He did say like people that have high income. He didn't say like what the threshold was, but he said people with high income aren't going to be eligible for this stimulus.
Here's an idea. Stop spending so much money everywhere else except the U.S. and maybe use some of that bill money for U.S. citizens instead.
That's crazy, bro. That's such a why would that's
oh my god, did I say logic? Fuck, my bad.
That's so unrealistic. It's sickening. Like I can't believe that would even come out of your mouth.
My bad.
Come on.
Silly logic.
We have to be the world police. We have to aid everything.
We have to launder money and take freaking handshake and make
we have to remain
deals.
we have to remain these ties with everybody. And the only way we know how to do that is with cash.
Okay, what about all that money going to fucking Elmo transvestite shows and shit like that?
That's important. You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. I'd rather give 2 people to every person and use the tariff money for what it was originally designed for, to pay off the debt.
Can you imagine like you're in a this is a crazy picture I'm painting right now. Can you imagine you're in some third world country that's dealing with like a civil war and the Democrats want to send your country money to further expand what's the word I'm looking for? Gender medicine, like gender fluid medicine.
Yeah.
Like I'm waking up to bombs going off in my backyard. I'm waking up to what going on.
I'm wondering if I'm going to eat. And sorry guys, sorry for all the sniffling, and I know I sound terrible right now, but I'm trying to hang in there for you guys and give a good show.
But we're a bunch of sicky Sallies right now, aren't we, huh?
There's a virus going around.
There's a little virus. Who's gotten sick so far these past couple weeks? Everyone's been
There's a
sick.
new COVID strain, they're saying, dude.
Really, I probably got that because you want to know why, dude. Remember in Austria, I was sick, right? I had a cold.
Yeah.
And then on my way back to the States, everyone's hacking and coughing on the plane. Yeah, in my face, this and that. By the way, fuck. Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. Honestly, like have some decorum, have some manners, and cover your damn mouth when you're coughing, and or something, right? Like I was feeling it on the back of my neck. I'm skeeving out, still thinking about it. But anyways, I got sick like back to back, pretty much. So it had, and scientifically speaking, it had to be two different viruses. One could have been COVID, one could have been the cold, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Because that's because if you got
You
sick
should have
from one
went
thing,
into that brothel in Austria, bro. You probably got the heebie-jeebies.
that's crazy. I can't believe you try to throw that on me. What does she call you?
I have no idea what you're talking about. YF Daddy says this Vegas weather has y'all messed up. Yeah, why is it 83 degrees in November?
Yeah, I
That's
don't
crazy.
know. Get a load of this, dude. Talking about spending money. You want to know what Trump's solution is to make housing more affordable in the United States?
That was crazy.
50-year mortgages, guys.
The biggest ripoff ever. What?
50-year mortgages, man.
To put that in context, on a 30-year mortgage, if you buy a $500,000 house, you're paying $1 million for that house in 30
Easily.
years.
And you'll never own it. You'll be dead by the time it's paid off. Most likely.
On a 50-year, didn't you tell me you're paying $1 million in interest just alone on a $500,000 house?
Yeah. Well, $400K, you're paying like 850,000 in interest. So on $500,000, yeah, you're paying about $1 million. And you'll never own it. You'll most likely be dead by the time it gets paid off. The average life expectancy in the US, I didn't know this till recently, is 78
It's low
years
here,
old.
dude.
It's 78.
It's very low in the US.
Yeah. Guys, the reason this is a short-term fix, in my opinion, okay? Because in hindsight, yes, it's going to lower your monthly payment on your house, but the long-lasting effects are very damaging. And I know
Better
people are
to
going
just
to
rent.
dude, renters are winning right now. Renters are absolutely are winning.
A lot of high net worth people only rent unless they
Dude,
buy a property cash, like all cash.
dude, freaking no, even just like not even just like high net worth people, just like renters in general, dude. Rent is like rent's in this like weird spot where yes, it's coming down. Yes, it's lesser than your mortgage. And I think this is going to play into that too a lot more. But yeah, I know some people are going to just do this just to say that they quote unquote own something. If you're going to do this, man, it better be a house that you plan on being in forever.
With a 1% interest.
To be honest.
Yeah, why if Daddy says the interest is going to be insane? Yeah, dude, it would be insane. Right now, if you mortgage a $500,000 house, in 30 years, you pay a total of $1 million with the interest. So you're paying about double for the house in 30 years. Expand that to 50 years, you're probably going to be paying 1.4 to 1.5 million in total for a $500,000 house. It's crazy. That's crazy work.
Honestly, if they're gonna do this, they should issue 50-year debts, like 50-year debt, like not a house, but like just like debt, right? Like cheap debt, like
Just
borrow
that
money
you could use
cheaply.
to buy a car or a house with, or anything
Yeah,
with.
exactly. You know, just to kind of hedge against it.
Well, that's where JPAL comes in, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I don't think we're going to see COVID-like numbers anytime soon.
Mm-mm.
It
No.
was free to
Hell no.
1% to borrow during COVID.
Those days are over, bro.
Bring me back.
Those days. Can we rewind time? What happened, bro? What happened?
That was the fastest like 5 years of my life, 4 years of my life.
Like what?
Just blinked and whoop, it's gone. It's like waking me up before you go. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much everything that's big going on in the world right now. Want to talk about stocks?
Yeah, gonna go have to watch The Big Short later tonight. Our beloved Michael Burry is betting against the AI bubble, which I think it's pretty much fair to say we all kind of knew about an AI bubble coming up. But what does happen now with these companies that are so just mega companies and mega cash heavy and in these $1 trillion market caps is they just buy out all the competition and give them non-competes and just close them out.
DH goes, my rent is 8% of my monthly income. That's not a lot.
That's good mathing, buddy.
Yeah, that's not a lot at all, actually.
It's
You're
'cause
actually you're actually doing it right. Versus where if you're in New York, 40% of your monthly income is your rent. 40,
dude, if
maybe
not more.
more. Yeah, if not a lot more. 8%. I think a lot of people would be happy with 8% DH.
I think they say like the perfect rate ratio is your housing should be 30% of your income. So Buddy's beating it 3x.
Yeah, DH. Honestly,
That's David.
that's really good, man. I would stay there forever. But yeah, Michael Burry, man. Basically, what Arthur's saying, him and Scion Asset Management have put in a $1.1 billion short on Nvidia and Palantir.
Solana bang indeed.
And you know what? Alex Karp, the CEO of Palantir, is giving him a lot of flack for it.
He said, "You must be batshit crazy."
He's saying all the things that they used to tell him back in the day. He's like, I've heard this shit before. And you know what?
Pick up the drumsticks and start playing his drums.
You know, Palantir's probably listening to that. Alex Karp is acting like a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear
Like,
that. Sorry, guys. My freaking face is overheating. Dude, I definitely got a fever now.
Dude. But yeah, I mean, he's basically and you know what's crazy? He went out as far as to say is anybody that's shorting because Michael Burry is shorting, could be partaking in market manipulation.
Oh, stop it!
Like, oh, here we go. Like he's like I think he thinks like a ton of people, which they could, are just gonna follow what Michael Burry is doing and tank the market or tank their stock. You know,
I don't think retail has enough firepower like that. This ain't a GameStop situation.
Yeah, no, this ain't
These
Palantir.
are big daddy $1 trillion stocks.
Yeah, these are big daddy companies. It ain't gonna make, dude. Nvidia hit 5 trillion, didn't it? 5 trillion. Yeah, like what's a bunch of little retail gonna do? Honestly, you know, this is. Listen, Alex Karp, and I just had and there was just another issue with a freaking crypto, the little crypto project, basically doing the same thing called Mega ETH. They did a pre-sale, and basically, it's just like it's this layer 2 coming out or something like that. They did a pre-sale for the token. And it was like a really high in demand pre-sale. And they just basically came out on X saying to like, hey, if you talk about your allocation or if you're going to sell your allocation OTC or whatever, then we're going to take away your allocation. And like, this just goes back to like, stop with the commie bullshit. Okay. This is a free market America. You know, go shove it up your, you know what, like let
Jeez.
people, let people partake in the trade, how the markets are supposed to be traded. Right. Am I right, chat? This is free market America.
You're right. You're right, buddy.
Is it not?
You're right. Hey, guys, TRX is booming. Solana is booming. Let's hit a PT. Zcash yesterday was some baloney, but we'll get into Zcash in a bit.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about Zcash. I got all the tea on that. Dude, you know, I was in the middle of putting in the Solana trade, and then I got sidetracked writing the freaking notes for the goddamn.
Well, put it in. So, to my understanding, though, it's is these asset managers do have to reveal when they take out positions like this. So, I think for the Palantir CEO to say it's market manipulation is just pretty silly because anyone can see that it's public info. It's a public filing. Anyone can choose to follow along into a public filing, just like people did when they see certain insiders buy or sell stuff, or when they saw Nancy Pelosi buy stuff.
Well, that's how people found out that Michael Burry was shorting it. It was on Cyan Assets quarterly filings. They had
yeah. I feel real good today, but no, I don't.
Yeah. Oh, damn, dude. I miss this pump on Sol, bro.
It's okay, bro. Catch the next one. You guys are starting to see the wide range Thanoses on the 4 hours. I can't wait to see those on the daily. Oh my. Are you okay, dude?
Dude, I want to make money too, Arthur.
Well, you should have followed along the play. What do you want me to say?
I was writing the notes, man. I'm writing the notes and I fucking missed it.
Well, it takes 3 minutes to put into a trade, dude.
Not for me.
Until Lucra comes out. Sorry about the delays, guys. I've been quiet about it, but
it takes me a while.
This month. Hopefully this week.
How, dude?
Did you hurt yourself, buddy?
Yeah. All right, guys. You know we've talked about this quite a lot lately, but now it's set in stone. Now it's finalized. Okay.
Tesla. Hey, Blaster said he doesn't think you're late on Solana because you are at the breakout level. You are literally at the breakout level. This is where it breaks out right here. FOMO in, hurry up.
Oh God, hold on.
Oh God. I sound like I'm gonna pass out.
Okay. All right. I'm in. Let me put this SL in. I'll put the SL in a little bit. But all right, guys. So yeah, we talked about this before, but now it's finalized. $1 trillion pay package for Elon. Tesla shareholders voted in favor of the $1 trillion pay package. Now, for some reason, there's people that think he's just going to get paid $1 trillion up front or like in a check or like right away. But no,
I thought he gets $1 trillion in cash money.
No, unfortunately, he doesn't, guys. There's conditions to this money, and it unlocks periodically over a course of like 10 years. Okay. And he only gets $1 trillion because you gotta keep in mind he's getting this in stock, right? He's getting this in Tesla stock. And right now, the current amount that he's allocated is worth like 480 million. For it to be worth $1 trillion, Tesla's market cap would need to be $8.5 trillion. So that's how he would get that $1 trillion milestone. How is he going to get Tesla to 8.5 trillion in market cap? Well, through a set of performance milestones, which is, he needs to sell 21 million Teslas delivered. Okay. 10 million active subscriptions for full self-driving. He needs to sell 1 million Optimus Tesla bots. He needs to have 1 million robo taxis in operation. And then there's a bunch of like there's like 8 other different profitability milestones. Now, if he were to achieve this, that over and then like in a course of 10 years, right? He would unlock these tranches of shares that he accumulates. And at that market cap, it should equal to around $1 trillion. But yeah, I mean, are we betting on Elon to do this, Arthur?
I always bet on Elon, dog. Yep.
I got to be honest.
Look at your token 2049 swag sweater.
I know, right? I'm all crypto broed out. Anyways,
Why'd you do it with your hands like that?
I don't know. Anyways, did you see that? But Elon sounded kind of nervous taking on the challenge.
I mean, dude, it's
a lot.
He's got to like 5.5 to 6x the stock value, bro.
Yeah, and also another thing too, it's like another condition of the money is he has to develop some sort of framework to bring in the right CEO as his successor after 10 years. Like, and I think that's going to be like one of the more difficult things. Yeah. But
he's going to look through the Tylenol babies.
Dude, I mean, dude, this guy juggles so much. Like, I don't know how he's insane.
And he's one of the best in Diablo still.
I don't get it, man.
He's a cyborg.
He is. But yeah. Anyways, so if you're betting on Elon, I mean, Tesla stock seems pretty cheap right now. That's all I'm going to say on that.
I like the stock.
Who's going to be able to handle that? Dude, it's not like there's a bunch of Elons being pumped out, man. Elon's like, once in a lifetime kind of person.
What's going to happen is you're going to get the Tim Cook, but someone else, and then everything's going to start to look the same and not much is really going to change, except they're going to add a different button on the side. And for some reason decide to not make the cool colors for the Pro Max.
Did you get it? You got the Pro Max?
Yeah, bro. I got the new phone the other day, dog.
What? What color is that?
Blue.
I want the orange one.
It's blue, but I got a clear case, but the clear case has like this white back thing on the
put it up to the camera, man. This is
about
big news.
to, dude. I'm taking it out of the case, man.
This is big news. Put it up to the camera.
I was so productive when I got back, and then boom, I got sick.
Oh my god, look at that. I want the orange one.
It's nice, right? But then the case has this, like, I don't know.
Very nice. Very nice.
It's lighter than the old one.
How much was it?
0.3 ounces.
You paid cash for that?
I did a trade-in and then just paid off the rest.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
How much did you get for your old phone?
$370.
You went to Apple to do that?
Yeah.
T-Mobile
gives you only $300 and in trading credits for the statements. So it means you have to get 24 statement credits. That's how they get you.
Okay. All right, guys. Another stock news. Ledger's looking to do an IPO. As you know, as the price of crypto rises, right, the more the hacks come out. Hacks run more rampant, and Ledger needs to meet demand for this. So nothing too crazy here. They're looking to either IPO or do like a private round of fundraising to meet that demand. For the IPO dates or whatever, that they didn't confirm that or anything. They don't know which one they're gonna do, but Ledger IPO, man. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like Ledger's just such a one-sided company. I mean, they only do one thing, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why they would need to go public. Why not just stay private unless you're going to add something else?
I take that back though. You want to know why? Because like Ledger Live is actually like a full-blown exchange. They do have like a huge Bitcoin holding too as well, that a lot of people don't realize.
A lot of stakers.
They're staking too, so they are more than just a security device platform. They actually do have a lot of other assets, especially Bitcoin. They actually have a good amount of Bitcoin. So maybe I can see it because they definitely they're definitely worth a little bit over $1 billion. I was reading that somewhere.
Mm.
But yeah, that's it for stocks, guys. Let's talk about crypto, shall we?
Oh man.
What I'm about to discuss perfectly segues into privacy. The EU, the European Union, hates crypto. Okay, the European Union hates crypto. Let's focus on the UK for a sec. Okay, they just proposed. Well, the Bank of England just proposed. Talk. You're making me laugh. The Bank of England proposes a 20,000 great British pound, a 20,000 British pound cap on individual stablecoin holdings, and 10 million for businesses.
Maybe
The
they're
UK,
worried to weaken their insanely strong pound.
well, they
'Cause
believe stablecoins impose a risk to financial stability in the UK.
I wish I knew monetary policy to that level of depth, but I could see how if everyone in the EU or everyone in the UK converts their money into into stable coins, then it devalues the pound and it devalues the euro.
Well, why not pet? What? Well, not why not be like ahead? Like not ahead of the curve, but why not do what everyone else is doing and come with the stablecoin that's pegged to the pound?
Right.
This is
I don't
just,
know.
but this is just like on top of a myriad of things of when it comes to um when it comes to government overreach, right? Like getting in trouble for posting certain things on social media, not being able to do this, do that. You can only do this with your money. You can only do that with your money. You can only say this, you can only say that. It's just purely government overreach. And they don't have and it's like this to me just steers more away from free markets than it ever has before, because once we dive into like what the EU as a whole has planned to as well, uh yeah, it's sad.
EU's coming out with more and more restrictions, not only in crypto but in just their normal monetary policy,
Yeah.
saying a maximum of 10,000 euros could be sent in transactions between
Hmm.
businesses and individuals. How does that make sense if you have a big wire or something for, let's say, a car? You want to buy it all cash. I don't
Does
know.
it?
And then if you send, you know how like in the US, if you deposit more than 10,000 in cash in your bank, it triggers, and
A
basically the bank
taxable.
has to fill out a form that
Yeah.
goes to the government. Now
Yeah.
they're saying if you send more than 1,001 euros in Bitcoin without state approval, it triggers prosecution. So you got to ask the state, and if you
Yeah.
don't, you get prosecuted.
Yeah.
What kind of mumbo jumbo is that?
Dude, yeah, because they want you to verify they want you to basically verify ownership of these funds. So KYC essentially, or their version
Yeah.
of KYC. So and like it says right here, self-hosted wallets. A verification process will be required for self-hosted wallet transactions over 1K euros to confirm ownership. So say if you have like a watch, I guarantee, by the way, this is being implemented in 2007 by January no 2027, sorry. 2027 this is being implemented. So Imagine if you had like a MetaMask wallet, which you probably won't be able to use just because of how, or maybe MetaMask might add a geo functionality for wherever part of the world you're in that has different requirements. You're gonna have to KYC if you want to like send money in between wallets, right? Can you imagine if you wanted to, like, you know how many times I move crypto between one wallet to another?
Way too many times to count.
Like, how's that gonna work? Yeah, I mean, there's just no privacy. This travel rule too. What what's like this just completely like negates the whole purpose of crypto as a whole. Like if you're gonna travel with crypto, or if you're gonna send crypto across or into the EU or something, like both parties have to be doxxed. Like, what is this?
Why is
Man,
everything in Europe a puzzle?
I'll never understand it, man. Like, and then they have the like the digital euro coming in 2029 as well. And guess what? They're proposing a 3,000 euro cap with that
For the stablecoin? For the what? I'm sorry.
for the digital euro that they're coming out with
Oh,
in
what?
2029. They're proposing a 3,000 euro cap with that for individuals. This
Austin
is
said, "How would someone for say be able to track that? Isn't the point to try and be discreet and decentralized? Would you not be able to download the apps?" Well, yeah, I mean, the whole point of crypto was to be decentralized, but at the same time, you can't hide anything in crypto. Every transaction is reported. So there's no like quote unquote money laundering. Yeah, you can put your
Mhm.
crypto through like Tornado Cash and like stuff like that to clean it up, quote unquote, but every transaction is still on chain. What
Well,
which is okay, right? Because all you're known by is by your set of characters, right? Which is just your wallet address. If that's all
yeah,
you're known by, fine, right? You're still sending stuff, whatever it may be. Where the issues coming now is you can't just send it as like your wallet address anymore. Like you have to be verified. Like they have to know
yeah.
about everything.
And dude, like I know we use wallets like Phantom and MetaMask or whatever, but like it especially for the EU, it wouldn't be hard for them to just be like, all right, you know what, these wallets are banned, you can't use them here. They're gonna be geo blocked on our on our internet. You won't be able to access them at all. You won't be able to use them at all. And then they'll come out with their own approved wallets that you can use that meet their standards and the requirements if these platforms like don't adhere to their laws. But yeah, I mean, you make a great point, and this is why we're going to segue into privacy tokens right now. Um, you know, and I know you guys are seeing Zcash all over, all over the news, all over the headlines, all over the crypto Twitters. Whatever, Zcash is a privacy token, guys. Um, uh, and it's been running like crazy out of the blue. I gotta admit, like this run is pretty like out of nowhere. Because Zcash was like literally hovering around 40-50 bucks for like quite a Pillsbury. ZEC is Zcash. Um, but yeah, this run was pretty out of the nowhere, which makes me think, was this like a coordinated pump? Like a straight up just like coordinated coal powered fueled pump,
Insider news.
insider news, etc. But then again, I also it is like it obviously is, but I also see like a lot of like respectable builders and founders in the space, like like the founder of Solana backing it and stuff like that, backing Zcash. Guys, if you don't know what Zcash is, Zcash actually originated from Bitcoin Code. How it's how it remains private. I'll just read off some of the key features. So Zcash's main features is its privacy, which is achieved through a cryptographic technique called zero knowledge proofs, specifically called ZK snarks. You've actually heard me or heard us talk about ZK proofing, ZK snarking in the past with Polygon on a platform called Billions. believe it or not, Billions uses this technique to mask your identity, but it's a way to verify your identity without leaking your information. This, this the ZK Starks helps shield Zcash transactions. It hides the sender and the receiver, and the amount. So, and people just, people are all about, because that's super private. It's I wouldn't say it's 100% untraceable, but like, because like there's still like a ledger and a block going on, right? But that's a pretty good amount of privacy. But yeah, I mean, that's like the key takeaway of Zcash. Zcash hit $750 on Friday, and then now it retraced to about what? Well, actually, the market's been pumping right now as we speak, but Zcash is at $552 at the moment. Do we think it's cheap right now? Do we think it's pretty cheap right
It's
now?
a little too high, but its brother XMR ran too. The other privacy token. It
Monero, man.
Yeah, it went up from $363 all the way up to $477 before it spiked back down. Now it's at $392.
Man, Monero, that was legit. Dude, Monero was like the true first crypto I bought.
I know. It's the first
Wasn't
crypto
it?
you
Yeah.
bought.
Dude, guys, when I tell you how you used to be able to,
way to fumble that bag.
I mean, I sold it at like 250, and it was last cycle. But I hope, dude. I mean, here's where I have a conflicting issue. Like, why are people so like? This is why I think this is such a coordinated pump. Like, why all of a sudden are people all about privacy? Right? Like, this was the whole main reason of crypto, and like Zcash and Monero have been around forever.
Maybe
so
the
why
narrative's
now?
just changing, dog.
Exactly. It's just
Went from RWA to privacy.
It's their time to shine right now, and I guarantee it's going to rotate rather quickly. But the thing is, with Monero and Zcash, they're very, very scarce, which is cool. Which is, good in my opinion, like really scarce. But yeah, Monero. A lot of people say Monero pumps solely because so much money is being laundered through it, and it has to pump.
I
Just
love
because of that.
Dude, Monero's volume right now is 1.79 million, 1.8 million. The average is 100K. It's doing 20x the normal volume. 18x to be exact, but
yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, the whole EU news and Zcash doing well, Monero doing well. It's like
there's not too much else in crypto, really.
Yeah, it's like the
Except
perfect
my favorite.
segue. Well, the Solana ETF is doing really well. You guys know that the Bitwise Solana ETF came out a few days ago. 500 million in inflows, man. People are showing a lot of interest in that. You guys know how much of a Solana maxi I was. Still am, kind of. Well, yeah, I am. What am I saying, dude? I'll always be bullish on Solana.
You little soul head.
I am a little soul head. Dude, Coinbase is trying to just destroy its competition in every which way. Coinbase is becoming the app for everything. But before we do that, before we get into that, something just popped on the top of my head, dude.
God,
what? This. Are you okay?
Dude, I got like 5 minutes in me before I pass out.
All right, I'll make that one quick. Dude, the CFTC is working fast to get leverage trading here in the United States approved.
We need that.
We need that. But yeah, guys, last but not least, Coinbase. Coinbase is slowly becoming an app for everything. They just teased a token launchpad that actually came out today. You could go on your phone right now, go to Coinbase. By the way, this is not a Coinbase ad. I'm just letting you know the features there. If you go on your Coinbase app right now, you click on the 3 bars and you see token. What's it called? Token. I think it's like token sales or something. And you could get into token pre-sales, and they got one right now listed up there. But the token they have listed up there, I don't like. Screw them. I think that company's a piece of shit. Yeah, token sales. And they have a token pre-sale going in there.
Guys, Andrew on our team is gonna have a girl. He's gonna be a girl dad. Breaking.
buddy,
Sorry.
come on, bro.
I just saw the news. It's great news.
It is great news, but damn, I have one more thing to say.
Go ahead.
Where's all my Astra holders at? Astra's listed on Coinbase. But yeah, that's all I got for crypto. Arthur, talk about Andrew. Congratulations on having a baby girl. Yeah, man. Wow, that threw me off.
I'm sorry, bud. It was a tactic. Just kidding. Anyways, we got 101 people in the audience. That's fantastic. Hope to see you guys next week as well. Stock Lock members, make sure to watch the class recordings from Saturday and Sunday. They're posted in Ivy League. That's all we got for world news, stock news, and crypto.
This episode will also be posted on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Market Take. Yeah, make sure you guys subscribe. And let me know what else you guys want to see. Or you want us to talk about.
See you lovely people next week.
Yep. Take care, y'all.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Peace out.